Right, here we go. First London session. He's a stroke London session. Just getting this all set up at the moment. So it's my first live for Wave Rider. Hey, got you, mate. Nice one. Right, let's get the chart set up so I can show you what I do on the charts every morning. Might actually see if you want to add this. It will help you see what I see every morning. So if you go to indicators, I can run through this again if you need to. Go to your top left, go to your indicators, and look for volume weighted. Where is it? Oh, sorry, just changed the name. Visible range volume profile. And click that. And then click the settings. 200. Total. And I move it on style to the left. So everything should be, you should have number of rows, number of rows, 200, total 70. I turn a lot of these off, leave point of control on, turn that off. And then what I do is I make the chart as big and as small as possible. So this is the past few days of price action. So this is the 21st. So day's a day, Thursday. 21st, 22nd. So that's the 21st. And what it shows you is where there's gaps in the market, where there's been little traded. And what the market will do is it likes to, when it gets to these areas, because there's so little volatility, it can run through that area quite quickly. So I'll mark them off. Coming up to one now. And just put a box, basically. So yeah, funnily enough, barely anything's happened up here. So expect price to speed through these areas. So when we get an entry on Wave Rider, if it's coming near one of these areas, then 9 times out of 10, it's going to go right through this area. It won't go all the way through to the top or bottom. That gives us a chance. Gives us a chance to hold our entry for a bit longer. Mark on that. It also shows you where you don't really potentially want to be entering. See, on a short-term basis, this whole area here is relatively thin. Yeah, under here. If the price comes under here this morning, high chance it's gonna drop down quite quickly. I'm just gonna to show you again. Type in visible range volume profile. Should come up. Let me know if you get it. Reggie's Fitness. So let's break down what happened from the close till about now. Basically, let's have a look. Alphabet and Tesla released their earnings. Alphabet, Google's earnings were pretty good. Let's have a look. So, Google reported they were spending a bit more, but overall their earnings, etc., seemed good. So EPS, overestimate revenue, underestimate software revenue, underestimate. Oh, this is IBM, sorry. Consultant revenue, underestimate. So this has not helped the NQ stay lower. So IBM wasn't the best, but it's still on track, it says. Tesla, adjusted EPS 33.33 cents, estimate 51 cents. Revenue, overestimate. EPS, slightly underestimate. Gross margin, worse. Revenue higher. Services, another revenue higher. They have a mixed bag. Google beat revenue, operating income, beat estimates, So Google done well. Look at it. Texas Instruments. Ooh, make sure you drop the streamer live there. A like, Reggie. So, yeah, what happened at 9 o'clock when they all released is it sold off slightly. So it's sold down. So the cash markets, the Nasdaq markets stay open. There's two markets, futures and cash, and it sold off slightly, and then it got bought back, straight back up again. And then when Asia opened, it just sold off from 2,200, sorry. Sold off, hit this level down here, almost 29,000. So the 29,000 line's a strong line. So if we break under that, so what we're looking at today, a little pen tool out. Where's my little pen tool? So what we're looking at today is, so there's earnings, there's Google, etc. So it dropped slightly, bought back up. Asia opened and sold straight off. So they sold off almost 200 points. It's $400. And then this is the key level. This whole level here, 29,000. They protected that. Protected that level. And then they bought back up 300 points, just shy of 300 points. So most of Asia was spent buying the Nasdaq. And then again, they've reached I wouldn't even say a critical level. It's not. 29,300. We broke it yesterday, but again, we couldn't get much past it. So it sold off again. And again, it's pretty much hit the exact same level at 4 o'clock that it hit earlier. So what are we expecting now? Ideally, what Nasdaq wants to do if it wants to stay bullish is to create a base here. Wants to create a base here and aim for going up. But what it could do so you see there, it's bounced. It's tried to go back down again. It's failed. It's bounced. And what it's currently doing is building slowly to go up. So what it might be trying to do now is step up slowly. Got to remember the results obviously were bullish enough. Buy back up. Maybe do that. If it can't get past this line is the 5-minute EMA. So these are all EMA lines. So the moving averages. So it needs to really get past here, up there. Do it like that. if not, it's going to come back down. It's going to test to 29,000. If it comes under the 29,000, what we should see is a fall below, and probably further down, just 100 points. But that's what I've marked. I think it'll probably come and test this whole area here where there's a bit thinner volume. So we'll see. So hopefully what we get, because I'm not bullish or bearish, hopefully what we get is a nice sell-off. We can capture that on Wave Rider. But personally, I think what's going to happen is it's going to try and go up here, basically. Close that off now. What we can also look at is the other markets. So, Reggie, I know you're new to this. If you go to your watch list, which is here, click on plus, click on futures. You should be logged in to Tradeovate, it should be showing. Click on futures, type in MGC, then add that to your chart. Micro gold futures, you let us know when that's done. That's why you're doing that. Another reason it's not as bullish as we would want is Trump's still going on about the war. Crude oil is climbing as well. So, okay, so you've got gold. Now, if you do another one, you don't want to be going through all of them, but this is YM. Just type in YM, and then you're looking for micro E. No, let's just do for the normal YM. Just YM. So click on that one. You've done that, we'll have a look at gold. Cool. So while we're just waiting, quickly have a look at gold. The gold sort of followed, funnily enough, a similar pattern to NQ overnight. So, I mean, they do tend to follow each other quite a bit. So actually what happened, see the markets close at 10 PM UK time, then they open again 1 hour later at 11. So gold sold off 34. Sold off quite badly. Gee whiz. Oh, is that real? 132. Gold sold off quite a lot. That's a massive move. And it come all the way back off. Imagine selling there and you're stuck there. You enter the sell there thinking this is going, going to the floor. Come all the way back up and it's recovered. And it's pretty much sitting where we were yesterday. So yeah, Asia bought, sold it off. Crazy. That's crazy. It's one 1 minute candle, that is. That's great. Okay, so that's slowly been bought back up, and it's sold back off again. It's actually sold off lower. Currently looking to sell back off again. So it's starting to struggle. NQ starting to come back down. Dow, so that's the Dow Industrial, similar market to the NQ, but obviously different people in there. So that's had a sell-off around about the same time as the Dow. They don't always go together. Sometimes people, especially big corporations, will sell their NASDAQ holdings and move them into Dow or the Russell. We've got ES. Yeah, small sell-off in ES. It's actually quoting a buy on ES, so it says ES is a little bit stronger. We'll wait for our NASDAQ buy. ES and NASDAQ do follow together quite well. But again, they can diverge, very different. But if you see ES is calling a buy, let's hope if it stays positive, NQ will buy up. We will see. Now it's just chop. We can have a look at it on the 5 minute as well. The 5 minute just shows we're in a bit of a range. It's a range. Starting to tighten up. So, there we go. There's those red boxes on the 5 minute. It could come down, tighten again. You tend to find the market likes to fake out and grab liquidity, sweep liquidity. So that's the 5 minute. If you look on the 1 hour, look on the half an hour. It's the half hour charts. So you can see here, tried to go lower, didn't. Even broke below here. All of this here hasn't been tested. We might not test it. Strong candle. That was New York yesterday. Pushed up. It's come back down to test pre-New York. It's held support. I think this is going to go bullish. But you know, Reggie? Siggy? Sorry. It's looking bullish. It's looking bullish. What time are we on? So what I personally do now is let's hope we don't get a signal before 6 o'clock. Hopefully we'll get something at 6 or after. Don't really want to be trading 10 minutes to 6. especially as we're getting very close to the 5-minute EMA. So we ideally need it to come over the 5-minute EMA and go up, not bounce off it and come back down. That's the 5-minute, the purple one. All of these stacked here, the fact that the green line, green EMA, the orange EMA, the red EMA, blue EMA are over is a good thing. What I'd like though is when these have crossed, it'll put a buy signal up, then it will go down, catch here, and then go up. That's what I like. It means that you can get in a better entry. I think if it was to enter here, 6, use my measuring tool. There to there is a risk of $200, so it's not so bad, not so bad. But really, you want to be entering in. It's going to be a buy. You want to be here, going up. There's lots of liquidity to take. What you'll find is these people that are selling here, they'll put their stops here, or the stops here. These guys have got their stops, or they had their stops, so they're out. There is some trapped, a few trapped sellers here. I'm going to mark these out. I'll put them in a nice little blue box. The trap sellers there. Some here. Some here. Not much. And we've got Bookmap working at the moment. They're trapped. Whereas trap buyers, have we got any big trap buyers? Trap buyers are up there. There's nothing really that big. Here comes your pre-6 o'clock. I'm just going to get another coffee, I think, before it kicks off. Oh, I think you're the only one in here still, Siggy, so don't ask any questions. Rather than me talk to the room, but it's just you in it, if that makes sense. Ask away. We'll wait for other people to come in. At that point, I can be a bit more professional. No one's going to actually re-watch this live, I wouldn't say. going down. There we go. Hopefully 6 o'clock is going to test it. Yeah, I'm hoping. I was reading that that's weird. Why is it doing? Sorry. I was reading people that started doing this sort of streaming, like people that have now got like hundreds, and some of them have thousands of followers. That they started streaming to rooms of nobody, like literally nobody. So it helps that you're here. At least we can stream and I can talk to you. Yeah, man, true. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad we got that trade yesterday from that signal. I was like, oh no, we started off with a 100 quid profit, 84 quid profit, and then it's gone now, and now he's got 6 profit, which is, it can happen. Oh well, I entered that trade just way too early. It was a right trade, it was too early, so the stop loss was too tight. It should have gone up from there, but it didn't. Obviously pulled back, and then it came through. I was like, thank God for that. Last thing I wanted you to do is walk away with 3 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, 5 hours of nothing. It'd be much easier when we can start loading up. What you could probably do, actually, I'm just thinking, is mind you've got 2 accounts, so you can select your accounts here. You should have 2. You should have one that's got money on it and one that's got nothing on it. So you could actually trade one in the morning and one in the afternoon. What are these charts doing? Yeah, it would have been 100% win rate if we hadn't entered that second trade too early. Just shows just to wait for the signal. So like I do know the market relatively well, but you stick to the signals. It just makes it easier. You can track it better then.
Little bot working, Nightbot. Get loads of commands going in for that. It's a problem with being up so early. Siggy is can just be quiet. It can be on fire from 5. Technically, it's actually it's done not too bad from 5. It's just there's no signals. Or it can just be dead, like it was yesterday and today. Honestly, mate, if we can get more people, if we get more people subscribing, I'll certainly give you a cut of it. We can use some of that money to buy more accounts. Say, like, to me, like I've been posting on Reddit. I've got people saying, oh, 50 quid a month. It's a straight up scam. I'm like, it's 50 quid. I says you can make 100 quid on one trade following it. It's like literally every day I'm posting in Discord the results of the indicator straight up, which one's what lost, which one's won. Like for 50 quid you can make way more than that. Where is it? What did I put? So end of day summary. Well, actually this is bugging me more because we should just be fucking following it to the letter. So Monday, you've got to be on all day to catch them all, and that's the problem sometimes. Is if you only catch one, it's a loser. Then you're like, fuck me, that was crap. But if you catch the other winners, then you're happy. So Monday, yesterday actually. Let's go to yesterday. So it showed we had 7 o'clock. We got in that sale. I mean, if we had 3 units on 3 contracts, we would have made a lot more money, but we only had 1 on. So I don't know if you want to try 2 units today, but remember, if we try 2 and it goes wrong, then we are losing more. But flip side, make more money if it goes right. So then would have lost 1. I lost on this one. 12 o'clock, literally bought and went voomp straight down to stop loss. And then I did catch this one, but I didn't stay in it for long enough, really. All I did was make back the money I lost. So it's a win and a loss in one screenshot. And then, oh, it's not yesterday. It should have appeared yesterday. It's blah, that's
win, and there's the win. That's the one that we didn't enter. I do regret that quite a lot, but again, got to move on. So that was the one I lost. I claimed back my money, but that went to TP2, and that was the TP freer. But there you go. Like, if you're putting one NQ from there to there, so looking at, let's just say 130, that went up shy of 200 points. It's 200, 100, it's $400. $400 in that one trade that we could have got. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm not actually showing you that. There's yesterday. There's yesterday. Nice waterfall buy. Shall we enter, Duncan? No, I think it's going to go down. Oof. Fucking 200 fucking points. Ooh, so it's 6:05 now. We're hoping it's going to start picking up. It's going to start choosing a direction. Currently, it looks like it wants to go back down again. So look on the half an hourly and the 1 hourly, it's not really swept anything, but on the hourly, we are bearish. So it does look like it still wants to go down. You know, you wouldn't have seen this, but last week on the 17th, we dropped massively. That was a day and a half. We dropped 29,700 to 28,400. So 1,300 points. So at the moment, we're just trying to recover that, and we are making higher highs and higher lows on the hourly. At the moment, we're in an hourly range where we're not really doing anything. I'll just quickly show you. I'm just watching to make sure there's no signal. Bring this up. Sure we don't miss a trick. I do think we're going to get a sell signal soon. So that was last week. It's 1,000. Tell you how many points that is. 1,400 points. Times that by 2. That's 1 day. 16th. I apologise. It's not 1 day. That's 1 day there. But still, that's 2 days. It's a lot of money. A lot of people lost. There's a lot of trap sellers in here. This is big money. Yeah, so what you see here, I'll find that flipping pen. Never find that pen. I always forget where this pen is. Oh, it's here. So you had 1,400 point sell off. And it bounced hard here, real hard. It came back off. It was making higher highs. That's a higher high. Well, it's not a higher high from here, but it's starting to go back up. So it bounced hard. And then that low was higher than that low, so it's a higher low. That high was higher than that high, so it's a higher high. That low was about the same. That's a higher high though. That's a higher low. So the low is higher than the previous low, so it's a higher low. And then this one has actually been lower low. So yesterday it didn't actually push above that one there. So maybe that's why we might want to retest further down and get some more liquidity to come back up. Potentially. Because you think that the earnings and whatnot's being mixed. That's probably what's caused it. Plus the Iran war. That old Trump bombing the hell out of everybody is not helping matters at all. See here, bearish, strong bear. We're in an A+ setup for going into bearish. Oh yeah, mate, swings, they're called swing traders. So swing trading, you can't use futures, you have to use something else. You have to work on the actual stock market using different platforms, using your own money 9 times out of 10 rather than prop firms, which we're currently on. You can stay in position for years if you want. And you can go staying over the weekend, overnight. It's a lot more relaxing because you just pick your entry and go, right, well, my stop loss is here, take profits there, enter, and then you just walk away, you leave it. You can leave it for a week, leave it for months. You've got to have the money to do it, really. You've got to have the money to do it. You can't do it on prop firms that I know of. But these people aren't doing it with, you know, one contract of NQ. They're putting on, you know, risk of 5,000 or something to make 15, 20,000 each time. Same people who do the 1 minute charts. You know, you've got people that are, you know, risking 5, 10, 20 grand per trade every minute because they've got the capital to do it. This is looking pretty bearish. I'm hoping it goes down for us and we get a nice sell into that red box. I'm really hoping. I'm going to be ready. It's lined up on the 5 minute. I would be ready actually. It's going to call, I think, anytime soon. What you want now is it to try and push up to that orange, red or blue line, fail and come back down. I've got a nice entry there. Here we go. I am just going to wait for it to call. I think it's going to go. Just so I'm not calling early. I mean, technically, if we were to enter now, the risk is... That's £120 risk to the top of there. And there we are. So really, we want it to come up slightly. So let's just say that's 150 risk. That's a big move. That's 150 on 2 on 1. I'm just reading the news, the summary. See, Google says, so I'm just going to read off the news. So I follow a site called financialjuice.com. It's become your news Bible. So where do I go? Fine. It's free, you don't pay for it. Basically says here, Asian stocks rise on chip makers with Brent crude oil reaching $96. So it's gone back up a lot due to Trump and his little war with Iran. Asian stocks rose on Thursday as chip makers extended their recent rally. So this is what supports the NQ, supported by expectations they will be major beneficiaries of the continued AI investment. So what it's saying is they're actually pushing up. MSCI Asia Pacific Index gained 1%. South Korea's Kospi Index gained almost 4%. Samsung rose more than 3%. Investors remaining optimistic that the AI trade is alive and well. So people are still pushing into AI, which means that really the Nasdaq should be pushing up. So that's what we have to be a bit cautious of, is anything bearish could be a bit of a fake out that we get caught in, which is the last thing we want to get caught in. But let's see. Despite the strength in Asia, caution persisted elsewhere after Google unveiled higher than expected capital spending plans. Its shares fell more than 3%. There we go. Tesla dropped 4%, and IBM also went lower. So they caused a bit of a drag on the Nasdaq, which you can see, as we discussed earlier. But again, it's recovered. Oil prices continue to surge, so that has an impact on the Nasdaq. Geopolitical tensions remained in focus after Trump warned the US would target Iranian infrastructure. So good old Trump is causing the Nasdaq to also go down. You see, I think there is potential for a sell. It's going to look good. It is looking good. We'll get ready. What news have we got today? Small earnings today. So we've got a bit of news at 2:45. This is New York 2:45 today. There's some news, so that might actually affect us a little bit when we come to what we're going to do later on at New York. What would be ideal now for us is we get a push up and then it reverses all the way back down again. So this one bar here, push up and it wicks all the way back down. That would be a lovely sell. Push up, hit the blue, come back down, Happy days. It's starting to. There we go. Come on. So if it flags on your indicator, enter when it does, because there's about a 3-second delay on this, I would say. Is some people are coming into the market now, so there's a little fight going on at the moment. So who's going to win the fight? Who's going to win? You can see when the movement's like this, there's more people in the market. It's got a bit busy than it was before. Not much, but it's getting busier. You've got buyers here fighting with the sellers. And it'll go the way of the people with more money. You've got buyers trapped. Here. Yeah, not much. Not a lot. That's what I'm hoping for now. This is a fake out. I'm trying to trap buyers. That's what I'm hoping. So those buyers are no longer trapped. They're in the money. Oh, going the other way. Got a while to wait yet. I think if this keeps on going. I think I did say earlier though, when it was coming up for a buy, that it would do something like this. So what the NASDAQ likes to do, likes to lull you into a false sense of security. You buy here, you put your stop here. So I'll draw this on the chart. Ooh, is it changing its mind? Well, it's changing its mind. So this, I see this all the time on the NASDAQ. So that's a good strong green candle signal. So if we were up at that time, we might have got on there, but there was no signal. Oh look, here we go. Potential for a sell. It's coming down, so that could have been a big fake out. We've just trapped more buyers here. Trapping buyers. These are trapped. So the further it moves away from these, the better. Get it under here, it should trigger a sell signal, and we should be able to sell into this. And the more you move away, the more pain these guys are in. And it looks like it's going to happen. go. Come on. That's a 30-point move so far. In 2 candles.
Order filled.
Still not done it.
Order filled.
No, never fake out. A double fake out. Probably going to push up now. Yeah. Off it goes. That looks like a nice buy, but it's not signaling. And I did say we could just follow the signals. So you might actually find it does trigger a buy up as well. Come on, market, make up your mind. What are you doing? You're gonna buy, get buying. You start selling back off again. Made your move, there you go. Go on. Now we just need our buy signal. It's a classic fake out, that was. Absolutely classic. The amount of people they caught in that short little sell-off. That's what's just driven this price rally. Let's say it's all a game. It's all traps. Liquidity traps. You've got to get over this 5-minute EMA, which is this one here, this purple one. You've got to get over that, and I think it's going to go. I would like to buy, but this could be the opposite trap. And I'd rather just wait for the signal like we've discussed. If it stays above here, it's called a buy on the 5-minute. And it's strong. I'm going to be cautious. It's called a buy in the 1-minute. I'm going to be very cautious and enter 1. If this stays. If this stays above this next candle. You don't have to follow this. I'm going to try 1. This isn't, say, there's no signal here, apart from on the 5-minute. So I'm just testing it. It could come back down and knock me straight out. There is no signal. It's 60 quid potential loss. No, it isn't. It's 60 quid. That's an 80 quid. It's an 80 quid risk. It's £100. So I'm risking 100. Risking 100. Right, I say it's already stalling now. I've entered. And there is no signal. So let's see. I just think if it comes through this red box, it's going to go quite nicely. There's no guarantee. Just wait for the signal. Ziggy, just wait for the signal. Oh, you got 17. That's all right. At least it's a plus. If you come out of it now, don't re-enter, for God's sake. it trapped those sellers, and then it did exactly the same thing below. It trapped the buyers. It trapped the buyers, but it was a trap set by the buyers. So it was a trap set by some sort of institution. It started selling off of volume. People started selling off, and it trapped them all there. They're all trapped and moved fast away from their position. So what happens is these ones, if they don't want to lose a lot of money, they'll sell their position. But in order to sell a sell position, you have to click a buy. So that pushes the rally up. And that's what's just happened there. So sellers exit in their position, create a buy order. It's so confusing the way it does it. But basically, if sellers need to get out, they have to submit a buy order, and that's what they've done. So they trapped a lot of volume there. We got scared as soon as it went past here, and that's what caused the rally up. Really, I should call the rally up, but again, I'm trying to wait for the signals. It doesn't help. There's a constant stream of war news. So literally just 2 minutes after I entered, Iran targeted US missile defences and radar in Jordan. Obviously that's going to cause the market to go down. But let's hope. I think there'll be a bullish day today regardless, because Asia, etc., have piled into the semiconductor chips, and the semiconductor chips are what keeps driving this market up. And let's see. There's nothing worse than a quiet market. Because when you enter in positions like this, you've got to wait for them to play out one way or the other. Whereas at least when it's busy, as you saw in New York, it doesn't take long. It's definitely two sides to every coin flip. Like, you can go here, you risk less. You can risk a lot less. But it takes forever for you to make what you're risking. Like forever. This will probably take 20 minutes now. It'll flop around for ages. But in New York, you risk more. You know if you're right or wrong within 4 or 5 minutes. You're never in a trade for very long. I much prefer that side of things. Because this is hard. This is hard. To sit in these trades for so long. Yeah, I'm in a buy at the moment. It's not a signal one. I should have waited. It looked like it was going to go into a buy, but it looks like I'm just about to be proved wrong. So I'm glad you're not following at the moment. Need more coffee. Let's see if we can adjust. How does my audio sound? Is it good or bad? No. Yeah. Keep that hidden. It's not even on purpose. Yeah, this trade's getting proved wrong. So and one of those caught buyers at the top. Yeah. Follow the system, follow the system. Stop guessing. Not even guessing. Just look good. It is what it is. So the reason I did buy this is because the 5 minute was strong. So I'll show you the 5 minute. But there's the entry on the 5 minute. I don't normally listen to the 5 minute, but normally when the 5 minute is calling an entry, normally the 5 minute is strong. But in this instance, I mean, the stop loss on the 5 minutes is a lot bigger than what I've got. So I was following the 5, but I just stick to the 1 minute. So it's faking out both sides now. So it caught the sellers there, pushed up, and now it's catching the buyers, some like myself. And now it's going to start trying to sell off again, or it could just again catch people out at the bottom. We will see, but it's dropping off nicely. It's catching both sides, it's building liquidity, as I've said before. All the way from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. What is it now going to do? Is it going to fake out? Is it going to give us a signal to go lower? Don't think it will give us a signal because it's crossed over too much. Check on the messages. feeling like an old man this morning. I'm in pain. Need to get some painkillers. What do you think of the new PM? All these little new jibby jobby screens. Not screens. Schemes. Wow, so far he's going to reduce rates on pubs, he says, and high street hospitality. So it'd be interesting that he's going to push up rates on warehouses and whatnot. But what you obviously fall under is hospitality. What we fall under is hospitality. But whether they treat us the same as they treat the high street will remain to be seen on business rates. Hopefully they'll give us a break. Obviously they're not going to cut VAT where we can save the most money. That would be even nicer. Oh, 2 hours. 2 hours so far and nothing really. Bursting for the toilet. What, Andy Burnham? Or us? I think there is a sale coming. But I'd like to say I've been wrong before. If it's coming down near this red box, then I'm hoping there is a nice sale signal and it'll come down a bit. I'm not entering unless there's a signal. I've been caught out at the top already. I will wait with faith for Wave Rider. Oh yeah. Just giving it a minute. It's pushing straight back up. If it starts to come down, I'll sell. If it doesn't, I'm not. I'm selling. Stop at the high. The buy stop, remember, there's a stop. Bursting for the toilet. So you've got, to be fair, it looks like it's going the wrong way, but the stop loss is at 29,131. take profit 29,026. I think I've probably been caught out again on this one. At least it's the signal, so I'm just going to follow it. I'm just going to move the stop loss to 29,135. The stock market is very choppy. Very, very, very choppy. We really need it to come down now. I'm going to let it play out, but we could have been potentially caught out by this one. How many contracts have we put on? Just one. Yeah. Good. Good. Good stuff. I just wish it would do something now, because I am bursting for the toilet. It's not even gone enough. It's not even gone down enough to even warrant even moving our stop loss at all. It's got to like, where are we at? 100. Got to 100 quid. It's worth it. It does look like it's going to go down now, to be fair. It's trying to go higher. It's failed. So it does look like it's going bearish, which is a good sign. So I do think we need a sell-off into that red box. I think that would really help the market anyway. So it's just whether or not our stop loss is too loose or too tight. But $29.095. Got a better entry than me. It's the thing with the Wave Rider as well. If the market's strong, just enter it straight away. But it instantly called. You think you saw it before me, but then it started going up. So probably could have waited longer to see what it did and then enter. But then you just get, well, do I enter? Do I not enter? It just becomes one of those really. So I think we've said we enter them and we take what comes. Because what you can do, if this goes our way, is, and I'll show you, you can start dragging your stop down and protecting it and dragging this further down so you can make more money, but protecting money as well at the same time. So this starts to push down into that red box. I'll be pulling the stop loss down to protect it. And then I'll start dragging these down lower and lower. Just a little bit. And then hopefully we can gain extra money out of the same trade, if that makes sense, rather than waiting for this line. But always protecting what you've got here. So this looks good. This does look good. What you'd hope now, if it gets past those two thick blocks, if it gets past here and here, it should just drop, and then we'll bring our stop loss down to protect the trade. It needs to get past here really to stand any chance. Unlike you, I've got 2 units on, so I'm going to protect 1 unit. You don't need to do this, but I just want to protect 1 unit. You don't need to do anything at all. So if it gets past the red block, bring your we can bring our stop losses down, because it's either going to bounce hard and go up again and take them, or it's just going to keep falling. Obviously for us, we want it to keep falling. This is where you need the patience also to sit in the trade, as well as wait for the trade. Better view. It's not going down past it. I'm going to protect this trade just through the way the market's been, so I'm just bringing it down slightly. Now this could knock me out straight away, and then this whole trade's been for nothing, so it's up to you what you want to do, but I'm protecting this trade. Oh, there we go, knock me out. Poor decision. I thought it was going to go past here, so I should have maybe waited before protecting the trade. The market's just not moving. You know, this is just slow grind. This should have dropped. Should have got past there and just dropped, in all honesty. It's just, it probably will now. It probably will now. You had a higher entry than me. Yes. It's a bit of an unknown, this one. This is the fun of the stock market, my friend. When you're not in a trade, it moves like this. 1, 2, 3. When you're not in a trade, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 minutes, it moves from 90, 105 to 175 in 5 minutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 minutes. It's not actually moved from where we entered in 18 minutes. That's the stock market for you. I'm just going to run to the toilet. Dear me, mate. The market loves to do this. You know, we've been at this 2 hours now, and you've had moves where it's jumped $150 on one micro, $150 in 5 minutes. We were in that trade for 9 on 18 minutes, did not even move. Not even move. It's going one way or the other. The stock market always does, but it needs to do something, which it's now doing, I suppose. Complete night and day from yesterday, though. You know, at least we entered and we were, you know, we got our profit relatively quickly. And this trade still isn't voided. Still an active trade. That's where you entered. Yeah, well, I lost, so that's probably another reason why I come out of the trade as well, is the first entry. But I'm still $7 up on both accounts, so that's a win, I think. Nothing worse when it does this, though. It's just nothing worse. I just hope it is a valid trade, so I can tick it off as another good one from the system, really. So if you actually hit the bottom of it, you wouldn't be very happy because you've only returned to the bottom of it once. But you know, you don't always have to enter on the exact second. Here we go. Here we go. No, you have to manage your own risk. That's why it's good for you at the moment just to be trading one. You know, it's always going to be £100, $100 risk, pretty much, buddy. Always going to be about $100 risk if you just trade one. So when you start, you know, trading more, it's going to start getting more complicated. See, now I want to see if it falls below this line, the original entry, it's going to drop like a stone. If. Strong level, very strong level. It's interesting. One, two, that's the third touch of that level now. Yeah, so this now indicates it's tried 3 times now. You'd expect it to probably start pushing up, in all honesty. It's not going to go down now. That was a nice little push down. I mean, your risk from entry was only about $70, but still, you're better to be up 30 at the moment than down 100 like me. Man, Trump's asleep now, buddy. I think it's been a pretty poor open when you think, you know, 5 o'clock. We come on at what, 5? 5 o'clock, there we are. We're exactly where we were at 5 o'clock when we started. So that just shows how poor today has been. That green line there, literally where we opened and where we've ended up. So for 2 hours, 2 hours and 4 minutes, we've in essence gone nowhere. Not the best market to trade. I think this trade could still come in. I think it still could come in. Yeah. There's your trap buyers. There's your trap buyers. Sellers. They're all trapped. Trapped, trapped, trapped. Really, there's not many trapped. There's not really that many trap buyers. I bet I'll be here. Bit there. They'll probably already come out here. If they were buying there, they would have stopped there. That's where the stop happened. Yeah, not good. Not good. See, now I just like this to invalidate one way or the other. You know, invalidate, hit the stop loss, clear it off. Let's see what happens next. Release go to the take profit. Whew. Definitely say that's one thing that Wave Rider isn't good at is choppy markets like this, and this is a choppy market. You know, what it does do well is get you in on the trend. So when the market's trending up or it's trending down, you get in at the right time. You could ride it down for ages, but this is just chop. It really is just chop, and you can just see it. Let's have a look on any time frame. So where did we start? 5. Let me show you something. Just chop. 5 o'clock. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Bit of a spike. Reversed all the way back, literally to where we were at 5 o'clock. And up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So really, it's failed to hold above a 5-minute EMA. It's tried one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. So it's trying to go lower. It's failed. It's tried to go higher. It's failed. Tried to go lower. It's failed. It's tried to go higher. It's failed. It's tried to go higher again. It's failed. Back down. Literally back down to 5 o'clock. And now it just doesn't know what it wants to do. So it's probably going to do this. It needs to get down under 29,000 in order to go down further, and it needs to get above this red box in order to go higher. So what I would now be saying, in all honesty, is let's put this back. So really, let's have a look. Sorry, 2 minutes. Where don't we want to be trading? Don't want to be trading in the lead up to this. For sure, you want to be over into the red box because it'll fly. As soon as it's that red box, it should fly up. And really, annoyingly, probably the red box here, I think. No. Let's go in for another attempt of it. If it breaks it now, it should go. But where this market's been, it could just bounce all the way back up again. I think I'll call it a day soon on this one. see how these stock markets put you to sleep though. Looks like this. Yeah. Well, you just never know. Like Monday, Tuesday at this time was absolutely flying. Wednesday was average. Today has just been god awful. Absolute waste of time. I think I'll call it a day, mate. For now, anything's going on. Gotta get some more work done. So we'll close up the stream and we'll get it back for New York session. See what we can gain. I'll catch you in a bit, just as the stream goes down. Yeah, just looked. We got a second viewer come in about 7 o'clock. Hold 2 viewers at 7. Didn't even see. Happy days. Two views. I'm well chuffed. What's going on at 7? Well, they come in when we'd already half given up. I think I was in the toilet. They must have thought, oh, there's nothing going on here then. We'll just go. Oh, I really want to re-enter this. If you're around, I'll stay on till 8 o'clock. We'll see if we can catch another 8 o'clock trade. What I think will happen is, well, I think what will probably happen is, if nothing moves now, 8 o'clock will be the catalyst. It's gone. The eyes are gone. Right, I'll catch everyone later. Thank you very much.